Daniel Alonzo, and we are going to do some live coaching today. And I am so excited to be with you, and just excited about everything right now. I mean, things are going so well right now, and we have some great coaching. So what I'm doing is every week I'm going to be putting on live coaching with different people that have been following us on Facebook and Instagram. We're on Twitter. We are on Snapchat. We got YouTube. We got a great YouTube channel. So we're having a great time right now, but I'm getting so much feedback. And so I just said, I'm getting so many messages that are coming in of people that want coaching, that just want to get better. And I've been telling people that, you know, come on, the whole game plan here is to get financially independent, but not just get financially independent. Get financially independent by building massive passive income so people can start living their dreams, start living their stories, and build something incredible. So I got the incredible Cameron on today, and he's a district leader. And I'm gonna pull up a couple of notes here about Cameron. Cameron, he's actually he's a district leader. He's in Texas, and he's kind of a newer guy. He's a district leader with the company, and he's growing. He's getting better. But the most important thing, man, he's hungry. He's motivated. He's after it right now. And he's 24 years old. He used to be in corporate sales. He had a $100,000 a year job in corporate sales, but he wants to win big. And I'm excited that you're here with me today. Cameron, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
What's going on, Daniel? It's an honor to be on with you. I'm super pumped.
Well, I'm super pumped as well. I'm glad you're here with me today, and I'm glad you're excited about making some massive passive income so we can take your business to the next level. Hey, check this out, man. So let's just start off. First off, tell me a little bit about yourself, man. Where are you from? You know, what's your, you know, what are some of your goals, man?
Cool. So I was born and raised here in Dallas. I started working for Enterprise Rent-A-Car, actually. I was a really solid employee there, but I wasn't making the money that I really wanted to be making there. And I was, you know, good in sales and everything like that. I actually had an employee tell me, you should go to a pure sales role. You'd make a lot more money. And I was like, you're right. And that's actually when I got recruited to Primerica because of the money aspect on the side. And then I got my I can do it in corporate America. Maybe I can get to financial freedom through this, because that's what I was pitched at the job that I was at, is you can build massive wealth here. And, you know, I worked there for about 5 months, and I was like, this isn't going to do it. And so now I'm out of that job, and I'm full blown. I realized that Primerica is the way. Building your own business is the only way you can do it. So my wife is totally on board with us too, which is such a blessing, because I know not everyone's partner is on board with that. But we've been blessed to be under the Tuttle hierarchy and be taken under their wings and been mentored by them. So I'm just, you know, I'm super excited for the future, just ready to go.
Well, I'm excited too, man. So tell me, like, what's your main goal, man? I mean, long range, you know, I talk, you guys see some of my hashtags right now. I've been hashtagging wealth on the beach, and it's kind of my way, even though I don't live on the beach, it's kind of my way of figuring out, like, what the heck is your wealth on the beach? You know, what's your goal? What do you want to achieve long range? You know, we were talking a little bit about golf, so maybe tell us about some of your desires and wants for, number one, for yourself, but also for your family, man. What's going through your mind? What are some of your goals?
I want to retire young. I want to never have to work past 40 years old if I don't want to, unless I want to work, you know, like you. If I enjoy it and want to help people, and I plan on doing that. You know, like I said, I mentioned Mike Tuttle. I've known him since I was born. He's been the most generous man my whole entire life. And I just want to do that for other people. He gives away, you know, tens of thousands of dollars every month to people. It brings me joy watching that. And I want to be financially generous like that. I want to retire my parents. You know, I want to help out my wife's family. We have certain goals to send her family to the Tour de France in France because they're huge bike people. They love the bike races and stuff like that. So we have our goals written out, you know, season tickets to the Dallas Mavs, even though they suck right now, they're going to be better in the future. And you know, but mainly I want to retire young. I want to be financially secure. And then I want to give back to other people that have helped me get there, and then B, you know, just other loved ones, and also just random strangers, you know, like that's been modeled for me. So.
Well, you said it, man. You said, I mean, that was my dream at 21 years old. I wanted to be free, Cameron. I didn't want to have anybody ever have their thumb on me. And that's why I made some really good choices early on to save money, to invest money, to be financially responsible. And so what you're talking about right here, man, I want you to see it in your mind right now and see that everything that you're talking about can be true, because exactly what you talked about. I retired young. We give a lot to charity. We're financially generous. We're able to do things for our family. I mean, you know, just even having my brother's wedding here the other day was absolutely a dream come true for me, because look, I mean, we bought this house not so that we can, you know, worry about if somebody spills something on the carpet. You know, we bought this house because we wanted to use it. You know, we wanted to be generous with it. We have meetings here every month. You know, we have parties here all the time. And so, you know, so I think that me and you are very similar in a lot of ways. A lot of the things that you want, we've been able to do. So I think this is a good fit today, man. I think we're going to make some progress. Okay. All right. So let's get right down to it, man. What do you think, all right? What do you think is the one big thing that you feel might be holding you back? And let's try to tackle some of these items today, but what's one thing that comes to your mind that you feel maybe is why you haven't just, you know, you've been in the business a little while, but why you haven't just jumped to that next level so fast?
Yeah. The biggest thing for me, obviously, you want to find people with warm markets. But I have a very warm market here. But a lot, you know, everyone that my warm market, when I sit down with them, they don't see me as a financial expert, you know, so they know me as Cameron, you know, their buddy, that they've hung out with, and, you know, that they've done this, that, and the other with, and they don't see me as coaching them financially because, you know, they've known me for so long. They've been with me in the college days when I was crazy, you know, so they've seen that stuff. So I feel like, you know, and I know it's a mental barrier, but it's kind of like I feel like I have to get some stuff going before they'll believe that I'm actually, you know, I know this stuff, you know, so that's a big thing. And then another thing I get is, you know, sounds great. Sounds like an awesome opportunity. I'll join you when I see you, you know, killing it. So those are the two big things that I get, you know, a lot, you know, it's early on.
All right. Well, look, I want to jump right into giving you some good nuggets here, some good direction here. Number one, okay, the number one thing you talked about, it really comes down to credibility, Cameron. It's credibility. You do not have credibility with those people right now.
Yep.
They don't believe in you because of how they knew you at one time. Okay. Mm-hmm. So that's number one. Like, let's just figure that out. I mean, is that true? Would you say that's true? Okay.
Absolutely.
So what I need you to do is stop. Number one, stop worrying about those people. Because, you know, number one, stop worrying about them. But the people that you feel love you and care about you, I want you to be really direct with them. And just decide that, look, you're going to burn some bridges. Some people might not like all of the things that you say or the way that you say it to them. Yep. But what I would do, right now, I would call up the 10 best people in your life, and I would have a heart-to-heart, man. I would say, look, man, I know you don't believe in me. I know that you don't trust me. I know you see me as this other person, but let me tell you, I know what I'm doing. I got this thing moving in the right direction, and I need your help. I need your assistance. Are you willing to trust me? And if they say no, or they're not willing to trust you, then you need to eliminate those relationships from your life.
I like it.
Again, I'm going to tell you what's up, man. I ain't bullshitting here.
I like it.
I hope you can just, again, because you're going to take the good from me. You're going to leave the bad. You're going to do whatever you want with it. But I'm going to tell you why I made it. Starting at 21 with no credibility, with nobody believing in me, with nobody trusting me, and this is how I did it, is I cut those relationships right off the kneecaps, man. I cut them off. That was it. Look, if you love me, Cameron, then you're going to trust me until I show you otherwise. Look, I mean, if I'm a jackass, then stop following me, then stop trusting me. But look at me. I've done well with my family. I take care of my wife. I'm taking care of my family right now. But I need people like you to be my advocate. So we got to crush that credibility issue really fast. And what's going to happen, I'll give you a story. I remember getting my hair cut. And I got my hair cut with this guy he was like a family friend, but I got my hair cut with this guy for 10 years, like from 10 years old all the way up until 21. So I joined the business, and Cameron, I joined the business. He was one of the first people, because every week I go to get my hair cut, right? So he's one of the first guys that I talked to. And I remember looking in the mirror, and I'm talking to him, and I'm like, hey, I need an appointment. And so he says, no, I'm too busy. I'm so big. I don't, and we're already good. We got everything taken care of. There's nothing, we don't need any changes. We got all our stuff in order. And I said, look, let me make it real clear. If you don't set up an appointment with me, like this week, I ain't never coming back.
I love it.
I ain't never coming back. And the cool thing about it is that he decided to, of course, set up the appointment with me, because he didn't want to lose me as a client. 10 years of relationship, you know what I mean? So I made him choose. Sometimes you got to make people choose. You can't be, you know what I mean? Like a pushover. People trust. See, he trusted me because he knew I was serious about doing something great with my life. And most of the time, it's almost like people are testing us with the credibility issue. You know what I mean? They're testing it. They're like, well, I don't know, man. And then I love it, right? I love it when people say, hey, if you make it, Cameron, I'll go all in with you, man, if you make it. And you know what I used to tell them? I used to say, look, if it was that easy, I would have already made it. But the whole point, the whole way that I'm going to make it, Cameron, is if I can find people to come with me. I can't make it on my own. I can't do this all by myself. I need people to come with me. I need people to become my advocates. I need teammates. I need licensed agents. I need people out there making money. Look, I can show you how to make money, Cameron. I can show you how to have success, but you got to trust me to come with me. And if you give them that little talk, and they don't jump on board, you cut them. You cut them. You cut them out of your life, and let me tell you why, is because they are weenies. They're spineless. They are spineless cowards. Honestly, they're cowards, buddy. I'm telling you, Cameron. So you got to call these people and call them out to the mat. Say either you're coming or you're going, but you ain't, there's no, I need people that are willing to follow me, to go the extra mile with me, to go on this journey with me. Are you with me or are you not? What do you want?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me step back one step and just let you know that, look, I'm not saying you got to tell your mom you're never going to see her again. That's not what I'm talking about. Okay. And I don't know. And I don't know if
Okay.
we're talking about it enough, but what I'm saying, and your mom's probably great, but what I'm saying is that it's not like that. It's just that once you decide to remove these people from your, I was 21. I only wanted to talk to people over 30 at the time when I was 21, just getting started, because I needed to bring people in with credibility. So I didn't want to talk to like my old friends and old buddies. I really didn't try to recruit a lot of them. I mean, I probably did try to recruit them, but it was like quickly, it was like, hey, you want to come with me? Let's do something great. I'm ready to change my life. And then they go, hey, they don't want to do it. All right, boom, I'm out. Mm-hmm. And so I believe warm market is a very critical part of you building your business. But I think that with the advent of social media, with the advent of all these different places that you can, contact people, the world is kind of getting smaller now. I mean, look, we're friends now, man. I didn't know you a couple of days ago. We're buddies now. We'll be buddies for life now. You know what I mean? Yep. So it's like, so you, in your mind, you got to be thinking way bigger. Right? Texas is gigantic. I don't know how many people are in Texas, but tens of millions of people in Texas. Mm-hmm. Who cares about those 20 or 30 people that won't give you the time of day? Cut them fast, because the faster you cut them, and by the way, cut all those spineless cowards that are saying, when you're going to make it, I'll follow you. That is the weakest thing anybody could ever say to anyone. Yep. I wouldn't even want those people on my team, by the way, because they'll never do anything great in their life, because there's something, because you didn't say that. You didn't tell the person you got in with, you didn't say, well, if you make it, I'll come in. You said, hey, I'll try. At least I'll try. I don't know what's going to happen, but at least I'll give it my best, and I'll do whatever I got to do. So anyways, that's important. So look, why do you think that some of these people don't trust you?
It just goes back, I partied with them in college, they know I just got into it, I'm doing it part-time, it's like, if this isn't your career, if you're not like a full-time Liberty Mutual person, like, why should I trust you if you've only been doing it 2 months? I've known you for 5 years and you've been doing this 2 months. Like, you're not an expert, like you're no more of an expert than the dude I already have, or, something like that.
So when you get that objection, this is what I want you to say. Okay.
Yeah.
Is when they tell you that, you simply say, look, of course I'm not an expert. Nobody starts off an expert their first day. But let me tell you this. The difference between me and that guy working for 40 years in his deal, the difference of me and him is that I don't need your sale to pay my mortgage. I'm doing this part-time, which means—
Daniel, you're freezing up on me.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm freezing up on you a little bit. Yeah, I think you're kind of freezing on me a little bit. Hello? Can you hear me still though? All right, we got a little technical difficulty, so All right, let's see what we got here. All right, I lost our guest speaker. So what I wanted, and I think I'm still streaming right now. Okay, I think he's jumping back in. All right,
All right.
Briscoe. All right, so what I was saying is that, and I'm gonna try to jump on here and see. I just want to say, man, Travis, thanks for joining in, and Brandy and Robert and Tony and Sandra. We got a lot of people, man. Scott, thanks for getting on. Ralph and Damon. We got a lot of people joined in with us today. So thank you guys very, very much. And hopefully you guys are getting a little bit of juice out of this as well. So, okay. So what you want to say in those situations, look, I don't need to make a sale to pay my mortgage. My family's okay. So you're going to get the best, most honest information from me, a guy like me, versus that other guy. Because that other guy, he's got to make a sale. And by the way, he's got to sell you on the biggest priced product that he can sell you on, because he needs that sale to make a mortgage. Who would you rather work with? Someone that's going to be 100% honest with you, or somebody that is going to tell you the truth regardless of what they make or how much they make on a sale? Who would you rather trust?
Definitely the honest person.
There you go, man. There you go. So because I really want to pull out of you a little bit, man, you know, because if we don't figure out how to get past some of these little things, it's your dreams, it's your goals, it's your family. And, you know, I mean, how passionate are you about your family and about winning big, man? I mean, tell me about that, man.
Man, I'm pretty passionate. I'm crazy about my wife. We're about May 28th. We're about to celebrate 2 years. Nice. I want to give her the world. And then obviously we don't have kids yet. We want to wait till we're a little more established with Primerica now before we bring some kids into the world. But, you know, and it's not just her and my kids that I want to do it for. It's my, you know, my extended family too. My parents, I have a little sister and a little brother. I want to help them out, and her family as well. You know, she has an awesome stepdad, awesome mom, that raised her very well. And obviously I want to give back to them for raising such a beautiful, woman that, you know, I get to marry now. So, and then also her siblings as well. You know, her brother's a fireman. My sister's about to be a nurse, you know, so they give back to the public. They help people out. I want to do that same thing, you know, and so that I'm passionate about. I mean, I do it for my family, you know, and that's why I want to do it. I want to make sure my immediate family is financially secure, and then I want to start giving out to my family, her family, and then strangers and beyond from there. So, but it all starts with the family, you know. That's everything on our dream board is our immediate family, and then just start, you know, going to France, my dad's a pastor actually. And so he gets sabbatical once every 7 years. So they just went on sabbatical. And so about 7 years from now, I told my parents, I was like, you know, we're going to send you guys wherever you want to go on vacation for your next sabbatical. And they kind of, you know, honestly, they kind of chuckled at us. They're like, that's really sweet of you guys, but, you know, like, we'll believe it when we see it, you know. And I love my parents. They believe in me, and they've even given more belief now that they've seen it. My seriousness is amped up too. But, you know, I kind of have to prove them wrong, you know, and I understand that. But that's my motivation, be able to send them on vacation.
Hey, look, Cameron, that's gotta be like inside of you, and it cannot, like that feeling you have right now, that emotion you have right now, that cannot die.
Yep.
You cannot stop that, man, because that's the difference, by the way, of the people that make it big, man, and the people that stay small. Is the people that make it big, they don't lose that feeling. All the people that quit, all the people that I see quit, they lose the feeling, the emotion, the desire, the heart the will to win, they lose it. And that's why they slowly die out. So I'm telling you right now, man, the next 365 days, you're going to get up every day. You're going to have a plan. First of all, you're going to make a dream video or dream board that you're going to have right by your bed where you see it every night. Okay. Don't put it in your office. Put it in your room. And I like a dream video even better because it's got music. It's got, it's got the emotion to it. It's got all the visuals to it and all that stuff. But I want you to all out, man, see, visualize, get your subconscious to start seeing exactly what it is that you want. All those dreams that you talked to me about, all those desires, you got to feel that emotion, because what's going to happen is you're going to go to bed at night and your subconscious mind is going to start figuring out ways to make it happen. Like for example, right? When you said your dad's a pastor, first thing that went in my mind is everybody in the church needs to be a client ASAP. I would do a group presentation. Okay. Look, I had an aunt. She was God bless my Aunt Janet, man. She was a secretary at a local high school. And I went over there, man. I got a presentation with the principal. I ended up doing a group presentation with all the teachers. I ended up, writing up all the teachers and recruiting a bunch of teachers. And to this day, I believe my whole business kind of, fostered out of that, kind of branched out from that moment, right? I'm a couple months in the business. I call up my baseball coach. He was now a principal. And I said, hey man, I need a group presentation. Can you help me out? He said, what do you mean? I said, I'm just going to buy pizza for the teachers at your school. And so lunchtime, I show up I had no money. So I called up a buddy of mine that worked at Pizza Hut at the local pizza place. He gave me a couple of free pizzas. And I go down there, I serve up the pizzas. I had my little overhead thing. I'm like a couple months in the business and I'm doing group presentations for teachers. And I barely passed high school. But but see, I said, I'm going to try. I said, I'm going to go all in. I said, I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. I'm going to try everything. I'm not going to just sit back and, hope this thing happens for me or wait for these people that say, oh yeah, when you make it, I'll jump in with you. I ain't waiting for none of those people, man. I'm going to go find a way. I'm going to get creative. If I got a cold call all day long, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I don't think you got to do that, and I never did that. But if I got to get a group presentation, if I got to spend more time with successful people, if I got to, get more accountability, more whatever, right? So look, let me just kind of close out in the next couple of minutes. And actually, you know what? Just do you have any major questions on your mind right now that you had? Maybe one really good question that you can ask me right now. We can.
Well, you kind of mentioned you never did the cold call thing, and there's a lot of successful people in the business that say the same thing. I never did the cold call.
Gotcha.
Down here in Texas, we have David Farmer, who moved from Ohio to Houston and built another business after he became RVP up in Ohio, and he did it obviously in a cold market. Right. So I have a few agents on my team that are awesome. They're studs. They bought in. They understand this is the way, but they're from a different state and they don't have a warm market here. So I know you said you haven't done it. You don't have much experience doing the cold call. How would you recommend they really get started? I've gone cold prospecting with them at malls and stuff like that, and we've gotten a couple hits that way. But is there anything else, for someone that maybe this isn't their natural market?
Piece of cake, all right? It's real simple. This is what you do, is you don't cold call just strangers. What I would do, instead of walking the mall, I would cold call businesses and talk to the manager, okay? So you basically call up and say, hey, Cameron, how you doing? My name is Daniel Alonzo. I'm actually manager in charge of expansion right now. We're growing our business like crazy in the local area. And so I just wanted to know, how long have you been working at the shoe store? And they said, well, I've been here for 5 years. So let me ask you this. Have you ever considered a career change if the money was right? And they go yes or no. If they say yes, then you say, great, fantastic. I'm not going to take up a lot of your time right now, but what's your cell number? I'll be in touch so that way we can talk about some possibilities. Obviously, I can't guarantee that you would be a fit for my company, but hey, look, right? You know, if we sit down and talk, maybe we can find some good possibilities for you. Sound fair?
That's awesome.
And
that way you can fly through them a lot quicker.
Yeah, exactly. And if they say no, I love my job. I love, putting on smelly shoes with people all day long, man. I love that. I love working at McDonald's and feeding people, fatty foods all day long and giving people heart disease and stuff. I love doing it. If that's what they say, then hey, God bless them. Keep moving, man. That's not, See, we are looking for people that are looking for us. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for people that are looking for us. And I'm telling you, this comes all full circle, man, to those people in your life, that credibility, those people that you have in your life right now. This is all full circle, man. Same thing working in the cold market. Same thing working with those family members, man. You're only looking for the people that want it now. And believe me, I don't have any family members really that work in my business right now. I recruited all of them, but a lot of them didn't want to hang with me. You know what I mean? So what am I going to do? You just I never skipped a beat, man. I was like, hey, when you're ready, come on by, man. I ain't going nowhere. I planted my flag. I'm going to do something great. Come on, let's do it. Okay. All right. Lastly. All right. So I can, I'm going to get you out of here right now, but I just want to remind you about 3 things. Okay. And this is going to be critical to what you're going to do in the next 365 days. So this is total transformation. This is on the road to financial independence. Okay. It doesn't have to take forever. And this is generating massive passive income. This is what you're going to do. All right. Number 1 is you're going to find a process to follow. All right. So you're going to find a process to follow. Now, hey, Mike Tuttle's got a great process. I got a great process. Other people have whatever process you want to follow, pick one and go all in. That's what I'm saying, okay? I mean, look, there's not one way to win. There's a lot of different ways to win, but if you're trying to win in 24 different ways, you're going to lose. Find one thing, make it your life's work. Find a process, go all in with it. Find a mentor, go all in with it. Do everything you're supposed to do in following that process, okay? Because let me tell you something. The reason why you have no competition is because most people in the world are effing lazy. Okay? They will not do the things necessary, and they will not be consistent over time. Most people are not consistent. They don't keep, I tell my guys, I'm like, hey, make sure you go on social media, start building your brand and post every day. You know what they do? They post about once a month. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I tell my guys, hey, call me every day and be accountable. And when they call me about once a month and keep their accountability. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, look, I mean, in my business, now I look at all my $100,000 earners. We got 41 locations. We got a lot of $100,000. You know how many times those people called me? About every day for years and years and years. They call me. I got a lady making $1 million a year. I got another guy making $600,000 a year. I got a ton of people making $300,000 and $200,000 and $100,000, $2,300,000 earners in my organization today. All of them were accountable. What now? Now they're making a lot of money. They do their own things now, but a lot of the bigger ones, but the ones that are making the most money for a period of time, they sold out to accountability. You got to find a mentor and sell out to that accountability, to that person and that process, okay? Trust me on this, okay? It's going to be huge for you, okay? Now, second thing you're going to do is you're going to duplicate that process. You're going to replicate that process. That means that every time you get a result, you're going to call your key people and you're going to tell them what you did and how you did it. Every time you write a sale, every time you get a recruit, every time you get a new licensed agent, every time you get somebody in school, every time you set up an appointment, for God's sakes, in the beginning, you're going to replicate and duplicate and show your people how to do what you just did. So for example, it would be 11 o'clock at night. I would be leaving a client's home, just wrote a sale, just got a recruit. Now, we didn't have texting back then, but you know what I used to do? I used to call on my phone every single key person that I would have on my team. And I would explain to them. I mean, it would take me 10 or 15 minutes with each individual. I wouldn't be done making calls till 1 o'clock in the morning. This is how psychotic I was about what I'm talking about here, okay? Is I'd be on the phone like crazy with these people, and I would get them, and I would teach them word for word, objection after objection, explaining exactly what I did to get the result that I got. So therefore, they were learning from me how to do what I did. Kind of like I'm telling you some stories about what I did and exactly what I said to those people that I was talking to.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you're gonna, and it's tedious, it's boring, it takes a lot of time. Your wife is gonna be like, honey, Megan's gonna be like, honey, come to bed already. Will you come to bed already? So Megan, you need to tough it out, okay? You need to tough it out, all right? You need to be like, honey, because let me tell you something. This business is a business of replication. That's how you build massive passive income, is through replicating what you're doing, how you're doing what you're doing, okay? So, and then the last thing is that you got to sell the dream, dude. You got to sell the dream like your life depends on it. Everybody, Mike Tuttle, Hector Lamarck, Daniel Alonzo, Rick Susie, every single person that you've ever seen successful in the business, they got there because they were effective at selling the dream. They got people to see their vision for where they were going. For example, I'd tell my guys, before I get off the phone, I'd tell my guys, look, man, this is what we're going to do. This is where we're going to go. This is the vision that I have for our team. And by the way, Cameron, we're going to do all this, and we're going to get your family to France. And we're going to take your parents on that dream vacation. And your wife over there, she's going to have an unlimited American Express card. How's that, Megan?
She likes that.
They're absolutely. And we're going to give her the peace of mind. We're going to give her the security to know that you got money coming in, whether you get out of bed or not. That you're going to build a legacy for your family that's going to last generations and generations and generations, all because she was willing to be by your side and push you out the door, push you to make that one more call. She's going to say, honey, she's going to say, Cameron, dude, call so-and-so. They need to hear from you right now. I think I saw them on Facebook the other day. They looked a little down. Pick up the phone and call them. Sell them the dream again. She's going to remind you about people that like that, you know? And so you guys are going to create such an amazing partnership together so that you can build a family that you always desired, man. And why I believe you're going to make it, Cameron, is because you're hungry and you're determined. And you're competitive and you're a freaking winner, man. You're not like everybody else, Cameron. You're different, dude. I can tell, man. You're different. You're special. You're a champion. You're a winner. You're a stud. Woo! You get what I'm talking about here, man?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. So now that feeling that you got right now, you got to transfer that feeling to thousands of people, to everybody you get in contact with. When they leave you, they got to feel better than the moment that they met you. And that is how you sell the dream. And that is how you build massive passive income. And so your wealth on the beach, Cameron, okay, your wealth on the beach is giving back to your community, is having the freedom, is having choices, is building wealth. That's your wealth on the beach. I don't care where you live, man. You got it. When you get up in the morning, you got to go, all right, honey, we're going to go get our wealth on the beach, man. We're getting it, man. Now, maybe you want to live on the beach. Some people can't stand the beach. That don't matter. What matters is whatever you want, whatever you desire, whatever your dream whatever your dream is, Cameron, that's what you're getting up for every day. So you better define it well, because if you do, man, you're going to be able to create the life of your dreams and create an amazing, amazing amount of freedom and choices for your family, man. So, hey, look, Cameron, this has been fun. This has been exciting. I hope that we grabbed a little bit of good stuff here. Hopefully you got some good nuggets. But I promise you, this isn't the last you've heard of me. Good. This is not the last you've heard of me. Call me anytime if you need anything, man. We're buddies. We're friends now. If there's anything I can do to help you, man, let me know anytime. And so, look, to you and your family, God bless you guys. And let's go live our dream, man. Whatever that is, let's go live our dream in a big way, man. And let's keep dreaming bigger than ever. And let's do it now, buddy.
See you at the top.
Take care, brother.
All righty.
Thanks, man.